everybody. Welcome in. We have a lot of stuff going on tonight. We have TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. I got to mirror this. Oh, all right, there we go. So welcome in. If you guys are watching this later on, which I know a lot of you are, usually I go live Monday mornings early, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But tomorrow morning, I cannot. So tonight, we're packing stuff up. Thanks for popping in. If you have any questions along the way, ask them. Going over the sales for the weekend. Actually, it's a really good weekend. Today was a good day for sales. Over on my side, it was good. So that was good. Again, what's up, Thrifty Duckies? If you have any questions, let me know. I'll say it now if you're rewatching this later. All the stuff you see I'm using, if you go to surfsupfinds.com, you'll see that everything I use is over there. So surfsupfinds.com is where I have all the stuff I use for Amazon and when I talk about Nifty and all that sort of stuff. So that's where it's all at. You can find it there in case you're wondering later on. All right. What is up, Juliet? Good at Guy Flips. Bucky's, I know. What's up? I got to wear my Bucky's. My Bucky's is my nighttime shirt. I have nighttime Bucky's shirts. I have two of them. You guys don't care. And then I also have their sweatshirts. I get them like as big as I can and just let them just fall over me like a big blanket. Sunday Night Live. Yeah, that's right. Dora, what's up? Jens, good morning. Where are my Bucky's? I'll tell you what's up around here. What's up, Desty? Hey, pal. What's up, Desty? Did I tell you we are going to Disney. We are going to Disney. We're staying at the Swan, though. We're not staying like at the Polynesian like normal, but we're still going. What's your handling time? Good question. 1 to 3 days. 1 to 3 days is my handling time with eBay. So yeah, I do that on purpose to give me some leeway. Always got lots of stuff going on. I don't have an issue with it. Usually I send stuff out within a day or two, but 1 to 3 days. What's up, Luke, Debbie, Nate? What's up? Miss Ware sold this Ralph Lauren vintage dress for $550. Got it for $1. Let's go. That is a highlight right there. We're headed there on the 19th, listing like crazy for those pins. Gosh, Dusty, you buy so many pins. How many Up pins do you have from the movie Up? I know it's your favorite. What's up, Tracy? Yeah, live night. We are live tonight. Yeah, that's one thing. I got a list. I'll tell you what, I slacked in Vegas. I took all these photos to take pictures and list while I was in Vegas, and I didn't. Not because I was out, just because I was so concentrated on the Open. So Bucky's Nuggets are the best. That's what everyone's saying. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Bucky's Nuggets, but I do like their chopped brisket sandwich and their banana pudding. Probably 150 up. That makes sense. Desi has 150 up Disney pins. But hey, you can look at that as like a retirement, right? That's your retirement, your 401k. Nick, what's up? Sold a pair of eyeglass frames for $89. I was just gonna say, felt like J-Ride. That's a J-Ride flip right there. What do you recommend putting in the title? Large, L, LG. It depends how many spaces you have, Sierra. Depends how many spaces you have. What's up, Scott Way? So what I like to do, if I have enough spaces in my title, I like to put large. Basically, whatever you put in your title is searchable on Google. So when people are on Google and they're searching, I know this because I went to eBay Open and my partner was all about titles and descriptions and items. So I found a lot from her. Things that are searchable on Google. So instead of VTG, which you can do, people look that up. Vintage is what I put. Large is what I put. Searchable words. No exclamation points, no emojis, no hashtags. Why are we giving me super chat? We don't do that in here. What are you doing? But that's what I say. Nice sale on the sweater. Cindy, did you see the sweater? Yeah, that was a good sale. We'll talk about that in a little bit. That was a good sale. It was part of the bulk buy. I did not think I'd get that much out of that sweater. But that shows you, if you want to know my eBay store, I do not hide it from anyone. Surfs Up Finds, eBay. It's on surfsupfinds.com. You can come check me out and see what I'm not selling and selling. Glad you're on tonight. I'm going to an appointment, only estate sale tomorrow morning. Ooh, I want to go. Designer photos only. I like that. All right, let's talk about it. Why are we doing a super chat? First week selling on eBay, and I have 3 items sold already. Let's go. Your videos have made a great help. Shout out to Chucky for recommending your channel. Hey, appreciate Chucky. Listen, first week on eBay and 3 sales. That has to feel good. eBay pays off bills. So earlier I was talking about I just shipped 38 from the weekend Poshy. Wow, that's crazy. 38 weekend sales. That's crazy. What's up, Retro? Our water heater went out on Thursday. It's the 3rd time our water heater has gone out, and our water heaters last like 5 years. Whatever the reason is, we have soft water. Wherever I live, the water heaters last 5 years. So I bit the bullet, and I'm getting a tankless water heater. So that doesn't come in until Tuesday, which means A, either taking cold showers, or B, we have a pool in the neighborhood that have shower stalls in them, but you can only go there like dusk till dawn or dawn till dusk. And so I just got back from there. So yeah, I took a shower at the pool. I don't care. And eBay is like that side hustle that pays for this freaking tankless water heater. So dumb. So many things I'd rather spend money on, instead spending on something that's just going to sit and you can't even see it and enjoy it. I think I sold a lot of kids' clothes for $300 direct through Insta. Let's go. Let's go, Retro. Let's go. Bucky's. What's up, Angry Otter? Happy Sunday. Kevin, happy Sunday. Good evening. Keep me awake, sirs, while I do work. Hey, I'm going to keep you awake. I'm going to keep you awake. Let's go. Get yourself a half a chicken dinner at Disney. Hey, Nick, I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that, but yeah. Nick with the super chat. I know that's about what you can get at Disney, about a half a chicken finger, but their chicken nuggets at Disney World are just so good. They're just like kid chicken nuggets. They're not like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets are kind of adulty. They're just so good. Am I going on vacation again? I'm going on vacation in October. We like save and live for vacations. Like vacations are huge to me and our family. Love vacations. Dino nuggets are better. Dino nuggets? They even have chicken in those. It's like dinosaur meat in those things. Thoughts on eBay's top-rated plus sellers. Are you one? I'm not. So just a few years ago, eBay changed top seller status to another notch called top rater plus. And with that, you get a little bit less of a fee on your final value sale. So it's like 11 or 10% instead of 13%. But you have to have 1 day shipping, and you have to have free returns and free shipping. One of the two. It wasn't worth it to me. But that's just me. I don't have it. I do not have top rated plus. But yeah, they changed that. A random question. Let's go, Christina. Let's hear the random question. Do you and K-Way actually despise each other, or is it just a funny banter thing? Well, no. K-Way and I are having conversations right now, texting. No, he's actually really cute. You know how like when you're in 5th grade and like you like someone, but you're like mean to them, but you really like them, like flirting wise. That's the relationship K-Way and I have. That's us. I compromised at 290 on that lot of kid stuff. Kid stuff is crazy. What's up, Amy D? Kids vintage clothing. You guys all know by now. If you don't know, geez, kids vintage clothing from the 90s is bonkers right now. Anything that's like 90s Disney, 90s Teletubbies, TV shows, Clifford, all that sort of stuff. It's just nuts. $2, that is crazy. Do I ever sell on Mercari? Yes. So I sold 2 things on Mercari, 6 on Poshmark, over 30 on eBay. Nothing on Depop, at least for now. Let me look. But yeah, I cross-list using Nifty to all those platforms. I do. All right, nothing on Depop. Hot water is delightful. Really annoying, but not necessary expense is removing the dang tree hanging over the roof. Listen, I'm telling you, like people want to complain. What's up, Angie? No morning live tomorrow. No, Amy D. Stuff going on tomorrow. I'm taking care of my dad the next 2 days and like doctor's appointments, all that sort of stuff. But people want to complain like, oh, America, I hate America, all this stuff. Just the littlest things, like don't have hot running water for almost a week. And it's like, oh my gosh, you appreciate how much you like hot running water. I mean, anything, just think about it. Anything. We're so lucky. We're so lucky to have those things. And that's so small. Again, that's a first world problem. But like we're lucky to have that sort of stuff. Anyway, anywho, you'll be close to MercariCon. Can I pop in? You have to get a ticket from K-Way. K-Way's handing out tickets to MercariCon. He's the headliner for it. Was it at a Ramada Inn? Is that where they're having it, Nick? I forget where they're having it. We thrifting with Pops? Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to have him tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm babysitting. What's up, Mark Roush? I'm babysitting him tomorrow. You're so much more entertaining than TV. I don't think so. I don't know. Well, football season's not going on. I have an offer on a Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check shirt on Mercari for $17.60. I have 22 on it. I'm sorry, but that shirt sells all day long for 22. I'll counter him at 21, but that's where I'm at with those shirts. What's up, Jay? My vacation in October is to London for your birthday. Lucky seeing Hamilton and Phantom of the Opera while we're there. Oh my gosh, got box seats. Okay, Hamilton, I'm gonna tell you again. We're here to talk. Trust me, we'll get through all these sales. I definitely have brands that you've probably never heard of before. Guarantee you never heard of before. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna tell you how much stuff's selling for, and I'll answer all your questions. But we're also gonna talk about things like Angry Otter going to London for your birthday, which is amazing. Seeing Phantom of the Opera in London. Phantom of the Opera used to be my favorite. It is production. Now it's my second favorite. Les Mis is my favorite. And I saw that in London while we were in London, Les Mis. Hamilton. I can't get down with Hamilton. I just can't get down with it. I can't get down with it. It does not catchy enough for me. I have over 1,200 sales on Mercari. Let's go, Jesse. I definitely don't have that many. Want to hear some? I'll tell you some of my thought process. This sounds really bad. I'll tell you here in a little bit. I turned into him for the first time the other day, digging on you. P.S. Your lives are better. Shh. He's watching. He's watching, Christina. He's always watching in the shadows. Always. Because he copies everything I do. So he's watching. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, he always is dissing me, making fun of me. It makes his head. See, look. Smile if you love me. Don't love you. Don't love you. Not many people do. I don't even think your wife loves you, KY. I really don't. Not anymore. Master of the house. Yeah. Reisner. Master of the house. Keeper of the key. You guys are probably like, what the hell is he talking about? Especially KY. He doesn't know. I turned into him for the I don't sell a lot of hard goods, but I sold a reel-to-reel Pete Townsend live special from 1978, an original shipping packaging. It's so quick within a day. I guess reel-to-reel sell. I guess so. Hey, listen, if you watch my last YouTube video, I'm all about like retro. I know you're in here, diversifying. I've got to be able to go into the thrift store and find anything that's worth money. I don't have it down here. I just bought another Orvis carry-on bag. Those are like 150 to 300 each, depending on how many pockets they have. Funny story. K-Way said someone messaged him privately asking why I was dogging on you in one of his lives. People out there. It's fun. It's just entertaining. I love dogging on that dude. Well, you know what? We do need to do a live together and do some store reviews. We haven't done that in like a month. K-Way watches surfs from bed while his beautiful wife lays beside him. Make that make sense, right? I know. His wife is gorgeous. I don't like keep a picture of her or anything near me very often. Just saying. If it sells, I'm buying it. I know. Okay, so I also posted, we'll go ahead and pack something real quick. This is a K-Shoes. I sold a few of these. K-Shoes. Online arbitrage. I had these for a year, a full season. I bought them a year ago. They went for a full season. They weren't selling. So I started selling them. I dropped them down. I paid $20 a piece, and it sold for $29.99 to a repeat buyer, actually. So that's where that's going. But I do sell a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and people are getting good deals. If you just saw a post of mine today, so I bought a KitchenAid mixer, which are great, but no way I'm packing that anymore. I used to pack that stuff. I'm not set up for it. I'm buying it for 15, selling on Marketplace within like 5 minutes for $75. So yeah, quick cash, easy money, easy money. K-Way got grounded and never coming back. Yeah, K-Way can't get on TikTok. He got grounded from TikTok. He's always getting in trouble over there, saying bad words. Who's the shoe person in here? Ethan Banks. Ethan Banks is our shoe guy. I don't know if he's in here tonight, but Ethan Banks, if you follow him on all social media, all he sells is shoes. I think he does about $250,000 a year in shoes, mostly used shoes, on eBay and Poshmark Mercari. Evening, nerds. What's up, Cody? I just had someone buy an item. They immediately messaged me saying that they forgot to change their shipping address to their new apartment. What should I tell her? Becky, what I usually do now in that case is I say, no problem. You can request a cancel and we'll cancel it. I'll relist it and you can put in the address that you want it to send to. I'm only going to send to the address provided from eBay. That's what I do. Make sure they cancel it on their end. That's what I do. As long as they, in the messages, tell you send to this address, I'm pretty sure eBay will have your back, but I don't like doing that anymore. I stopped that about 2 years ago. Where did you buy your teeth? I need some. Listen, I did not buy these, but in transparency, I have this tooth on the bottom that's like out of whack. And a kid on my son's soccer team is an orthodontist. And he's like, oh, I can give you some Invisalign really easy. Put that back into shape. I'm like, okay, I might do that. I was the guy with, my parents were like, they're like, you're fine. And then when I got in college, I'm like, my teeth are crooked. So my freshman year of college is when I got braces. How about that? Lived in Costa Rica where almost no one has hot water. We had to splurge and get it for our bathroom. We were spoiled in the U.S. Yeah, we are spoiled in the U.S. for sure. My mom just went to an island. She's just turned 82, by the way, guys. Went to an island and off of Maine with her best friend. No running water, no electricity other than what comes from the solar that they put out there. It's crazy. It's at the Golden Corral. That's right. The CEO rented a few of the air mattresses. 3 to a bed. We're going to blow up the Golden Corral. Yep. K-Way's hosting the Mercari meetup if you guys are interested. Just ask him about it. Here he is right here. I don't like him, though. I cleared that up. Yeah. So just ask K-Way about the Mercari meetup. It's at the Golden Corral. But I think if you want to pay a little bit extra, you can stay at the Ramada Inn next to it. Saw Jersey Boys on a cruise. It was tight. There you go, Jersey Boys. I have not seen Jersey Boys live. I've not seen Jersey Boys live. I would like it. I like all the songs. London. My today's bolo are in Skylar rotation, hot iron, and bio-ionic curling irons. Great sell-through rate. Happy Sunday. K Cookie. What's up, Cookie? What's up, Cookie? My problem with curling irons and straighteners are I don't know if they work. I know I can plug it in. Do they get hot? Maybe. I know J-Ride's all about them. I see them all the time. I just pass them up. I don't know. Maybe I need to look more at them. I don't know. Am I taking my dad thrifting? Maybe. It depends. Never mind. K-Way watches in bed while his wife works. That's true. All of their lives. I wish Kayla would go live. I do too. I wish Kayla would go live. She's not big on going live. Obviously, K-Way's the face of their business. He loves talking. He loves looking at himself, listening to his voice, all those sorts of things. If you guys watch his stories, like right now, if you were go to Instagram and watch K-Way's stories, it's just him talking for like 15 minutes. K-Way shop. Look at his stories. Look. Talking. I'll fast forward 5 minutes. The next one, talking. I'll fast forward 5 minutes. Talking, smiling, looking at himself. I mean, you see what I'm talking about? See what we have to deal with? Okay. Found a new bolo today. Rad One Training Shoes. RAD. I've never heard of them. Rad One Training Shoes. Never heard of them. You guys heard of that brand? Unless you find a Dyson, they're probably not worth much. Oh, got you. If I found a Dyson hair dryer, hair blower, and it worked, for sure my wife would steal that from me. Those things are like $300 or $400. What's up, Tams? I've seen Wicked, Annie, and Cinderella live. There you go. I'm not a big fan of Wicked either. I know people are going to hate me for that. I'm not a big fan of Wicked. I'm not. So and honestly, with Hamilton, the same, I forget his name, but the guy who did Hamilton also did Disney's, why am I not, help me out here, Dusty. What's the Disney movie? So good. It should be a musical. Sold a Ralph Lauren suit today for 40 plus profit. Took me over a year to list, and sold in 2 weeks. Doesn't get its return. I know suits just, oh man, I have so many suits that I need to just take photos of. Just hate listing them. Not Little Mermaids. Nope. What's the freaking show with Maribel and Bruno? We don't talk about Bruno. How do y'all source anything from Marketplace? Just wait until idiots post stuff. Everything I see on Marketplace is above retail by like 10%. There you go. Use Peter Millar small. Yeah, like shirts. I don't source from shirts and clothing from Marketplace. When I look at clothing on Marketplace, it's always priced high. Don't know why. I don't know why either. Always. Encanto. Thanks, Tams. Encanto. Encanto's so good. What are you doing? You guys talking about me? 2 men and a tag team? You guys get me going? What was that, Nick and Wayne? You're only protected if you ship the store to the stored address. If not, you don't get the protection. Don't get scammed. Yeah, exactly. So I always cancel. I have the person cancel the sale. I say only ships the address provided through eBay. I'm sorry, cancel the sale. I'll relist it and you can buy it back again. I never have issues with that. Dora just found out her Salvation Army has $5 half off tags on Friday. Let's go. Looks like I'll be going there every Friday now. Lucky we don't have any sales around here. I'm telling you, Wayne, if you're still watching this, my mom right now is in Bradenton, Florida. And Kayway and I and Ethan went to, it's in Sarasota, the red, white, and blue in Sarasota. And my mom went there today. And I'm like thinking, she sent me video. I'm thinking, if we just had competition for goodwill here in Indy, it would be so nice. They need some healthy competition. What's up, Richie Rich? Thanks for the heart. Were you at the eBay Open? I swear I saw you. Yes, Bull Run, you did. You did see me. In fact, I presented 2 different times. And on eBay's YouTube, it's on there. So you'll see it. Red, white, and blue is the bomb. I know. We need one here in Indy. What's up, Nashville? Did I style my hair like this? No. I just took a shower at the freaking pool. I found out the hard way how to get those curling irons. Yeah. See, I'm not messing with the curling irons and all that stuff. Not doing it. Moana and Kanto. There you guys go. I tried to change an address and it wouldn't let me change the zip code, so I canceled. Yeah, I would definitely try to make that buyer cancel the sale. I would try to say, I only ship to the address provided through me or through eBay. So it's no problem. You can cancel the sale. And then, or you can say, we can cancel the sale, whatever, and you can cancel it based on the buyer's address and then relist it and have them buy it again. I know, Bull. I wish too. A lot of people came up. I said a lot of people, but there were what 2,000 people there, so it was tough. But yeah, I definitely want to go again. I really enjoyed eBay Open, and the more time away from it, the more time I'm thinking like I would like to go back. Really enjoyed meeting everyone there is a seller. So for example, they fed you lunch and breakfast. So you go to this huge room with hundreds of tables and huge buffets. And you just sit down at a table. Everyone at that table is an eBay seller. What do you sell? What do you sell? Oh, you promote? Oh, you do this? Learning from each other the whole time. It was great. Nice to see you. What's up, Susie? All right, let's talk about sales. This item sold for $20.69. Speaking of KWay, this is a J. Crew Slim. New tag. What's up, Ford? Thanks for the heart, Ford. A J. Crew Slim, new tags. These are the outlet, the factory store, because it has the 2 dots underneath it, which means it brings less money. But I usually pick up any Banana Republic, J. Crew, anything for $4.99. That's how much our pants are. Sold for $20.69. So that's a Nifty sale. Nifty sent out an offer and someone accepted it. What's up, Blended? Blended, what is up? I have some good stuff, Blended, that you'd recognize selling tonight. I went to Michigan Goodwill. I found a vintage Harbor Point Wolverines hand knit sweater. It's so cool. Dang. And that's a perfect time of year to be selling that too, right now. Get that listed. Get that listed. Next item is another one of these. I just packed one. Another one of these Cajus, $29.99. I dropped the price on these again. I bought them for $20 a piece, online arbitrage. Spent like $1,000 on a whole bunch of them. And I sold a lot of them for $39.99, and then they just stopped selling. So I dropped the price by 10. I'm still making a profit and also recouping my money. Kind of like, what the big boys do. They get a lot of good sales on those products, those spring products. By the end of the season, they made most of their money and all that. Still getting a profit on what they're selling, but they're cutting the prices. Pretty much what I did. What is Nifty? Nifty is my cross lister. So I cross list onto other platforms. It also is an automation tool, so it sends out offers on all the other platforms, and you can bulk. It does a ton of stuff. I have a video on it on YouTube. It also has your spreadsheet, keeps track of all your costs. It's everything. It's everything. It's like the best. If you've heard of Vendu or List Perfectly, it's better than all of those by far. I have a free trial on my link tree on surfsupfinds.com. I highly recommend it. And when he said he presented, he means he giggled like a schoolgirl in the Backstreet Boys. Listen, I keep talking about that Backstreet Boys concert. That was such a good concert. Top concert, like top tied for #1 concert in my life. Just the Sphere is unbelievable. Highly recommend going to the Sphere, guys. If I only sell on eBay at this point, is there a reason to get Nifty? So that's a good question too. So the guy, one of my best friends, just went to Vegas in the Sphere and saw Backstreet Boys this weekend. And when we were talking on the phone, he was talking about how he still has Nifty. He sells artwork, like lithographs on eBay, and he still sells on, and he has Nifty. And the reason he uses it is for, sorry, you guys on TikTok can't see this, but this is on YouTube and Facebook. He uses it for the eBay automation. It's like the pricing. Something went wrong there. Okay. So the eBay automation is what they use it for. And it's like $25 a month. So this right here. So on eBay, it sends out offers, and then it also recreates your items. So it delists and recreates them. It doesn't relist them, it recreates them. So eBay constantly thinks you're listing new items all the time. Hi guys, hi Debbie. Sales have good for me. Lots of kid stuff sold. Kid stuff's going great. What is the best Nifty package to get right now? I have the cross listing. Okay, I highly recommend you getting both. Because if you're cross listing on a Poshmark, you have to have the automation tool on Poshmark. More important than anything, automation on sending out offers or what. The sharing on Poshmark is huge. So you got to get the combo on Nifty if you're doing it. So it does all your sharing on Poshmark and all that stuff. So yeah, what I would do is just get like whatever the lowest monthly plan is. And then if you need more, you can bump it up. If you need less, you can bump it down. You can do month to month. They do have like a yearly thing now, but I just recommend doing month to month. You can decide like, okay, I'm taking a couple months off. I just want to go down to eBay like my buddy. And he just does like the $25 a month. Love Nifty on 4 platforms. Just started listing from my phone. It's a game changer for sure, Bama. It is a game changer. Hey, there he is. There she is over here. You like this angle better? Like this angle better? Month to month for life. Chris at Peak is in the house too. If you guys don't follow KOA and Chris at Peak, you need to follow them. But such good knowledge to learn from resellers. Also, yeah, month to month for the win. I normally skip J. Crew. Are there some that can be good sales? Yes. So you saw I got the factory one that I just sold. Not a great sale, but it was new with tags. But as far as J. Crew, yes. You'll see a brand called Wallace and Barnes. I think that's mostly sold at J. Crew. J. Crew Ludlow suits and blazers sell great. Like usually $100, especially if they had like Moon Tweed or Harris Tweed. Ludlow, J. Crew blazers. Lots of J. Crew can sell well. What do I have J. Crew recently? Oh, I have a nice leather jacket from J. Crew, like bomber jacket. J. Crew can do well. I don't buy everything from J. Crew. Trust me, I pass on almost all of it. And it also comes down to your cost of goods, right? If you can buy J. Crew button-up shirts for $1 and you can lot them up, 4 or 5 of them, I think that's worth it. Also, J. Crew jeans are good. The ones with the Japanese denim, they're good. Thanks for the banana, K-Way. Appreciate it. By the way, I think I'm going to sell this. Anyone want this? This is K-Way's very first Kuji he ever had. Anyone want this? Maybe I'll do a give. I'll just give it away on Whatnot. It's really not worth it to me. I don't even want to put it on eBay. What if you only sell on eBay? Can you still use Nifty? Yes. So Nifty, you can get the $25 a month. It will delist, relist, and delist, recreate, do all your sending out offers. Yes. Trust me. Give it a try for free. It's a game changer. People will tell you over and over and over it's a game changer. Don't take my word for it. Like I said, my link tree on sourceupfinance.com, I have a free trial. And 15% off your first month. Give it a shot. I sold 6 coats, heavy jackets this weekend. People start earlier each year. I agree. People start buying winter stuff earlier each year. They do. And it's going to get in the 50s here in Indiana over the next week or two, like at night. So I think it's definitely like hayride weather feel, early fall feel. Did you sell Adidas activewear pants? I do some, Roberto. I do some. How did you get your teeth so white? Why? It's a second teeth question on this. I don't do anything. Maybe it's because I don't drink coffee. That could be why. I don't drink coffee or tea. And I know both of those can stain your teeth. What's my niche? My niche is men's clothing for the most part. Do you sell on Facebook Marketplace? I do, and I just sold something today. I sold 2 things. Actually, my wife did. She sold a car seat, like a car seat for kids, and also sold a KitchenAid mixer off the front porch for cash. Good morning. Do you have any problems sending items on a PO address? No. So all my items I send are from a PO address. So Sursup Finds, PO Box 1011, 275 Medical Drive. Everything, I have a PO box. Everything gets sent from my PO box. All my returns come to my PO box. Nothing comes from my house, shipping from my house, per my wife's request about 3 years ago. And the PO box is a write-off. So, and it also gives me an excuse to go to the Goodwill that's right next door. Do you buy J. Crew long sleeve shirts that are buttoned up? Not usually. The buy cost has to be low. Almost all of them I pass up on. But again, it just depends. Monster makes his teeth white. Yeah, drink tons of Monster, whitens your teeth, whitens them up. What's my highest ticketed item currently in stock? It's not a piece of clothing. I think it's probably, I have like a medal from the Olympic Games that I put on there. And then I have like a watercolor of a flat iron building that was here in Indianapolis, kind of a famous part of Indianapolis. Clothing wise, I think I have a pair of shoes, Lucchese pair of boots that are like, I think I have them up for like $800 or something. Yeah, J. Crew Chambray are good too. J. Crew Chambray, the blue shirts that look kind of like this, which you'll see in a minute. I'll show you here in a minute what they look like. They do well too. Okay, let's get to the next item. This I bought in a bulk buy of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. Someone messaged me and said, hey, I know you like Polo Ralph Lauren. I have a ton of shirts. I just don't want to list them. Also, we worked out a price, whatever. I bought them. This one actually is missing the button to the collar. So this would be called a button-down collar. If the collar doesn't button down, it's a button-up shirt. If the collar button downs, it's a button-down shirt. You can rewatch that later if you didn't get all that. But it's missing the button. So I marked it down to $10.99, and someone bought it. So Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, missing that button, which is pretty noticeable. Sold it for $10.99. Not the best sale, but still made money on it. Nifty $25 plan does keep track like a spreadsheet would. No, I'm pretty sure to have the Nifty spreadsheet. Let me show you. I'm pretty sure you have to have the cross lister. You have that automation too. So your analytics right here. So this is where it's going to have all your stuff to keep your spreadsheet. And then it's going to have like all your insights. Yeah, you got to have all that. My Poshmark is kind of doing well. That's not too bad. Okay. All right, let's pack this up. $10.99. How do you trust them? Mama. Trust who? How do I trust who? How do I trust who? Any solution about running out of coins to remove the background of the photo? How do you do it? On Nifty, I don't use their photo background remover. And also eBay has one now. So if you put I think the most important picture to remove your background from is your cover photo, your thumbnail photo. And if you list on eBay, you can take that. They have like a photo remover right on eBay. So you can do that right on eBay and then transfer it over into Nifty. But I also think Nifty now gives us more credits for that. I think we have more credits. My 2 p.m. Poshmark is on fire for me today. There you go. I mean, more than usual. Not on fire. I can't say that. Saying Posh is busy. eBay is slow. Look at you guys killing it on Poshmark. I had 6 sales. Why do you sleep? Why do you sleep with this sweater every night? I sleep with it on. It's warm. It's a wool sweater. Well, might as well wear a sweater than have a blanket over you. You don't never have any like thing peeking out and get cold. It's always under. Are there any Nike Jordan items that are automatic pickups? Are there any Nike or Jordan items? Yeah, anything Nike, Kobe Bryant, I pick up. Anything Kobe Bryant, I pick up. Like almost all the shoes, all the shirts, all the shorts, and almost anything Kobe Bryant. Thanks, Kayway. Do I need it? Remember on TikTok how people used to do that? Do you watch Pegasus Lounge? I do not watch it. Is your PO box from USPS or virtual mailbox? What does it cost? It's from USPS. My PO box is from USPS. I found my first Lauren Ralph Lauren 100% wool men's blazer today, only $1. How much would you price it for? Size 48. 48 is a pretty good size. To be honest, Renee, I pass on most Lauren Ralph Lauren blazers because they're like if it's just a blazer, it's usually like a $30 to $40 item. And I'm not a big lover of taking photos and listing blazers. But yeah, I'd have to see the pattern. If it's 100% wool, it's probably like that $30 or $40 mark. Does anyone give gifts on TikTok anymore? I don't know. You should get on TikTok Live and I'll give you, I have like a galaxy worth of gifts. Oh yeah, you don't have TikTok Live. Found a pair of Michigan Radco pants. Ooh, recognized because of you. Michigan Radco, guys. Really, they're found all over the country. Really, really high-end, like sought-after brand. Michigan Radco. Look them up. I've never found the pants, though. It's been a minute. What's the credits about on Nifty? You know what? Honestly, I don't know what they're about because I never run into issues with them. I upload and crosslist everything. I never run out of them with the one I have. Thanks for the heart and all that stuff. Stop sending me gifts. You're distracting me. My best flip was a Sony Business Projector I picked up for Goodwill online for $5. Went for $5,000. Holy crap. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Amazing Annie? Want to see that picture? The infamous the infamous photo that I sold, or the infamous painting I sold. So here's a painting that I sold on eBay. You see her? Not very attractive. No artist signature. Nothing on the backboard. Nothing on the stretcher board. Nothing on the back of the canvas. I took it to my painting person who restores. We couldn't find anything on this painting. This is the one. I sold it for $10,000 on eBay. I basically bought it for nothing. I mean, not a very attractive. But I should show you how much it actually sold for to the person who bought it. Makes me want to throw up. You can use a free background remover from Photo Room. Yeah, there you go. I got my 6th Pothmark suspension. Oh, rolling. Was lifted hours later. Nick, you got 6? I'm on 4. Nick is killing us with the 6. Nick is killing us with Jordan basketball shorts are always a must pick up. $35 and up. There you go. See, it's not just me. It's other people in here sharing their finds. BKE women's jeans just sold on Poshmark. Richie Rachel. Let's go. BKE. No, it's a BKE. It's silver. Silver Suki. SUKI. The big Suki. Those do really well. Suit me a long time. What KY? What's the difference between men's blazer and men's sport coat? That's an age-old question. I don't know. What's it? Blazer, sport coat? I don't know. I always just call them blazer. Sometimes you can put both in the title if you have room for it, so they can be searchable words. Do you ship using eBay shipping or pirate ship? I use eBay shipping on everything. Everything. Do you know the brand Go Ruck? Yes, that's a good brand. Go Ruck, good brand. Good brand. Does the order of the words in your listing matter? That's a good question. The person that I was with, she said it mattered, and she's really up to snuff. But what I do is mostly what she recommends. I always put the brand first. So BKE men's jeans, Seth, size 34, 32, distressed, bootleg, whatever they are. But I always put the brand first. All right, let's get to the next item real quick. I can find how much that sold for. I'd have to go searching for it, but sold for like 125 or 150,000. Awful. Okay, next item is an Oakley polo shirt sold for $12.59. That was a Nifty sale because I don't list anything for $12.59, but it's an Oakley polo. I don't sell these. I don't pick these up anymore. Oakley polos. You can get these at Costco for like the same price new. I just don't pick Oakley polos up anymore. I pick up vintage Oakley stuff that's not like golf related, but really anything Oakley golf related, I don't pick up anymore. They've sold out on us. You're welcome, Aaron. Brand color. Reisner, you're in here. What's the difference between a blazer and a sports coat? Is it the pockets? Is it the pockets? You know how some have like a ticket pocket? Thanks, JT. What's up, JT? JT, I love watching JT in the mornings. 7:30 on TikTok, JT entertains. Watch him in the morning. His wife now works with him full-time. Reseller. She's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Have you found that eBay won't allow you to change the default ad promotion rate? Like you change it, it just reverts back to what, no, I just have mine done at 9%. At 9%. And then I'll go through and redo it at 9% if I have to. She says, thank you. Oh, what's up? You're making Kayla jealous. Kayla's asleep, bruh. It's 9:40. Don't try to pull that. I know what your wife's doing. She's asleep. This is a straight down. This brand isn't the best for here. This is a better view for you. Straight down, not the best reselling golf brand, but it does all right. Pick this one up because of the quarter zip and the colorway. It has this little like wheel right here. Prairie View is the local golf course that wheel is to, but it sold for $21.99 via promoted listings on eBay. So eBay got 9% off that one, an extra 9%. Blazer is for is more formal, khaki, suitable sport coat, can be worn with jeans. Okay, so sport coat is more like casual. Okay, and so blazers are more formal. That's what we get from Reisner, who's a master seamstress. So make sure it's going to the right person. Robert, it is. My son found 2 pairs of double RL khaki pants at the bins today. I was jealous. I'm jealous too, Big. That's crazy. Double RL at the bins. How does that happen? When I go to the bins, no way. No way. Elbow patches will be on a sport coat. There you go. So yeah, that makes more sense. Sport coat. I wish I had some really cool ones down here. Yeah, I have some really cool ones in the other room. Okay, this was the sale of the weekend. It just came in a little bit ago. Are you watching this, Reisner? Do you know this brand right here? This brand. So here's the sweater. It's a ribbed, for her pleasure. It's a ribbed sweater. Ribbed sweater. And the brand is called Martin Margielli. I don't know. I don't know. That one. Do you know that brand, Reisner? Martin Marginelli, something like that. I don't know. I just know this came from a bulk buy of really good items. I looked the brand up and it was expensive, so I just shot my shot really high, and it sold for $350 today. $350 on that. Yes, that's the brand. That's the brand. I took your advice to buy it now listings with no offers under 30 for items. It's been going well. Good, Renee. Yeah. Again, and if it does, and if it's not like working, that's a great thing. You can just listen to different people and like, oh, that might be good. Let me try that and then implement it. Or that might be good. Let me implement that. So, for example, 2 things that I've implemented off of people that I've listened to this year. One of them is Ethan Banks, who promotes all his items at 10%. So I upped mine to 9. I've seen a lot of more sales. And then lately, Kayway did flat rate shipping because calculated shipping's gone crazy. So I decided to do that too, flat rate shipping. And that's really helped, I think. It decreased the cost for the buyers, which is great. Which is great. Is it in a Jay-Z song? Popular Japanese streetwear market. There you go. All right. Well, popular Japanese streetwear market. It's going to New Jersey to a name I can't pronounce. So that's where it's headed off to. And it has authentication guaranteed. Huh. Okay. Next item is a double RL. Speaking of double RL, men's chambray shirt, however you call it. This one does have a little like wear hole in the back, which I put in the description and in the photos. So it sold for $135 on this shirt. Yeah. And it sold via promoted listing too. So eBay got a good little 9% out of that too. Just had my 4th Posh suspended lifted. Danny, I'm telling you, Posh is still suspending, and on Nifty, I'm not even doing the relists. I'm not even doing the relist, and they're still suspending. But every time I get suspended on Poshmark, I get it lifted in like an hour or 2. So don't worry about that, guys. Reisner, chambray. I don't know. It is what it is. It's spelled C-H-A-M, Bray. That's how it's spelled. But the denim that's like really, it feels like it's been washed a million times. In J. Crew, it sells really well. In Polo Ralph Lauren sells really well. Obviously, double RL. Here's another double RL. This was a Nifty sale, $29.69. Nifty sent on an offer. And this is just a double RL t-shirt, $29.69, just for a t-shirt. So I had 3 of them. 3 of them sold. I know, you guys, I can't pronounce some of these hard words. Like Giordacci. I know it's not Giordacci, but it's Giordacci to me, and it's always going to be Giordacci. Made last week's listing golds. Made this month's sales. Already going to be the beat last month's sales. Let's go, Jens. Let's go. That's exciting. That means you have some good tailwind going into the best months of the year. That's good. That should give you a lot of motivation. Really good sales the last 2 months, and the last 2 months are usually the slowest months of the year, at least for me. They have been. How busy are sales right now? eBay sales are busy. In fact, while I've been on here, I have 4 notifications since I've been on here. And let's see what they are. 1 sale, no shit. No shit. Look, that Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check, if you were here earlier in the live, on that Mercari, I had an offer on that Mercari Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check. And I said, no, I sell that for 22 all day long. So I'm not going to sell it. I countered them at 21. It sold on eBay. That's funny. The other 3 are messages. Have these been won? Measurement? No, not dealing with all that. Back to what sold. Okay, $23.99 for a Monster Energy short sleeve button shirt. Monster Energy short sleeve button shirt. What's up, eBay out there? And aren't I so professional? Someone asked me for a million questions on this. No. Measurements are there. All the stuff's there. Look at the pictures. Not dealing with it. Ermeganadon Zelda. Reisner just like, it's like, when I pronounce some of these brands, I know it's just like nails on a chalkboard to Reisner. I know it. I get it. Would you get someone that made less sales than you this month? Only if their name was Sir Salmonella. I sure would. It's so sweet. Oh, let's make sure this is going to Zach. I don't want to mess up my orders. It's going to Zach. I was in some dude's live and he said you bought a pair of Purple Label Ralph Lauren boots. I bought a pair of Purple Label Ralph Lauren shoes. And sold those. Blazer is a solid color. Sports coats is rugged and patterned. Suits are finer fabric. Suit is finer fabric. There you go. Yeah. So, oh gosh, I wish I had that blazer. I have some really, really cool Polo Ralph Lauren blazers that I bought with this bulk buy. Really cool ones. Do I buy Puma? Not for the most part. Not unless it's like a Puma collab with Ferrari or something like that. Have you considered using Sweeney's jean thumbnails? Sure. I'll use. If it gets me more sales, I'll use. What's her name? Whatever Sydney Sweeney stuff. So, how do they calculate the promoted fee? Is there an off the total paid price, including shipping and tax? Yes, it's off the total paid price. So that was a promoted listing. It tells me on my phone. $23.99. So eBay's plus my $7 flat rate shipping. So let's just say $31, right? $31. eBay's going to take 13 plus 9. They're going to take about 22% off of $31. That's what eBay's going to take. I paid $5 for it, so I'm making a good profit. What was the Michigan brand you were talking about? I think Michigan Rag Co. I think is the name of it. I've only found one of them. Do I buy Southern Tide pants? I haven't in a long time. If they're like a performance-based one, I would. If they're cotton, I usually don't. Ryan, I hate the bins too. I tend to not wear any pants with the blazer. That's very sporty of you, Nick. That's commando of you. Why do you do 9%? 10% is single digits seem like less, right? 9 seems a lot less than 10. So I do 9% instead of 10. And I've done 2, I've done 5. 9% seems to just get me a lot of sales. This next item, I mean, I can't make it up. I'm showing it to you. This next item was a promoted listing sale too. BKE jeans, $29.99. I paid $7.99 for them. BKE jeans. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. These are going padded flat rate. My next Nifty listing is Silver Suki. I need to check comps. Yes, Silver Suki jeans. The bigger sizes do really well. What's up, AZ? I bought that Ralph Lauren from you, but I actually need to cancel. You're lying, Ralph Lauren. You're lying, AZ. AZ, what's up? OG's in the house tonight. Love the TikTok, the OG TikToks. Let's see, BKE is buckle. Yes, BKE is buckle. And I just said these are going out padded flat rate. Why did I put them in this? So padded flat rate, these are free from the post office. Do you keep your sold listings in Nifty, or do I purge them? What do you mean by do I keep my sold listings? So yeah, Nifty will hold all my sold listings for like my spreadsheet. But as far as like photos and stuff, I get rid of them. Do you cancel orders that people ask to cancel on Poshmark, or you not, since you're not required? Good question. I actually, on Poshmark, I'm very, very hands-off on Poshmark. I really let Nifty just do everything for me with the sharing and sending out offers and everything. All I do on Poshmark, like, I don't even look at the questions people ask me. It might be bad, but I don't, because you don't have to cancel the order if they request it. I just respond to people's offers, and then I ship the items people buy. That's all I do on Poshmark. I really don't do much over there. I'm very hands off for her pleasure. I know. I'm sorry. It was ribbed. What do you want me to say? Can you explain your shipping policy again, please? Under 1 pound, over 1 pound? Sure. So Maria, what I'm going to do, let's go over here. I'll let you hear it from my mouth. Go to YouTube. You're going to go to my YouTube channel. Ooh, big move in the stock market coming. Go to my lives. So you're going to go to my YouTube. Go to my live. Go to the one that says new eBay shipping policy right here at 1 hour 27 mark. Go to that and go to the 1 hour 27 mark, and you're going to hear it, and I'll show you what I did for my new shipping policy. That's the best way to tell you. How am I finding so much double RL? It all came from a really big bulk buy. I spent a lot of money at this bulk buy. I spent up. Very fair to the person I bought it all from. But a lot there and making good money off of it. You want to know what it feels like to be a baller in Vegas? Me too. I didn't gamble one penny. In Vegas. And usually I like the roulette table because you can sit there with $100 for like 2 hours. I just wasn't in the mood to gamble. It's just it wasn't a normal Vegas trip. Usually I'm going into all the Rolex stores and do all that. I just didn't do any of that. Does Nifty also take care of listings that were listed before starting Nifty? Hope that makes sense. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Jor like door, and Dash like dash. DoorDash, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Yeah, Brooke Shields was like, people are so mad because that Sydney Sweeney girl did American Eagle, and they're like, sex sells. That's wrong. It's like Brooke Shields never got in trouble for all that. But yeah, what's up, YOLO Flips? I saw a Brioni blazer for $450. I can't believe I used to skip that blazer section. Yes, Brioni is a really good brand. Nice Bucky shirt. Thanks. I like it too. What do you do to get stuff to sell on Poshmark? I have Nifty do all the sharing for me. So if you're just now joining, I have Nifty do all the sharing. It's my cross lister, an automation tool. What gambling did you do in Vegas? I didn't do any gambling. I want to be creative with some of the stuff I'm about to say, but I didn't do any. Yeah, she said $14. She was only 14. She said was only, what did you talk about? Yeah, as soon as I list my item, I delete my photos from my phone. I've done that. So as soon as I list my item, I delete my photos from my phone. I have no need for those photos. They're there on eBay for 90 days after, if I need them. And even if you go to like eBay's tools and look at their like the user tool, their history, where you can look at years back, you can find your photos. But I never need them. This is a Jose Banks tie. I bought it for $1.99. It sold for $17.99. Jose Banks tie. Really not a sexy sale, but I've shown you a couple sexy sales, so don't be mad at me. When are you listing flannel shirts and jeans? You must be hoarding so much. I started listing those August 1st. August 1st. So, for example, this is a pile of clothing that I have right here that I need to put away. I got LL Bean, and a denim pearl snap shirt. So, yeah, I've been listing them. Making sure it's going to the right person. It is. Boop. Next item is a Roosevelt's. Roosevelt's is usually a really great brand to sell, but this one just doesn't have a lot going for it. I saw that it was Roosevelt's. It was like $4 or $5 when I went on my Ohio trip with Bearded. But it just, when I came home and looked up comps, I was disappointed, and I just based it off of comps. So it sold for $19.99. In regards to my Poshmark cancellation, they're asking after I accepted the offer, like 4 different back and forths. I think it won't cancel. I don't know too much about the Poshmark deal. What is double RL? What is a bear? What is this? What is a grass? Christina, how do we not know double RL? I'm just kidding. It's only my favorite brand. That's why I say that. I have a hard time selling Roosevelt. Amy D, you know why I think Roosevelt's harder to sell is because they're constantly coming out with new patterns. Like they're dropping every week new, which means it's just flooding the market with more and more and more and more, which is just going to mean they're more on eBay, which is going to drive down the price. What is double RL? Did I sell another one? Don't think I did. No, so double RL is Ralph Lauren. It's a brand. It's a line of Ralph Lauren. So we'll go to eBay. I'll show you what it looks like. eBay, sell, orders, paid and shipped. Oh boy. RRL. Okay, so here's an RRL, double RL, and this is what it looks like right here. It's got that RR. Sorry, that's not a great view. Here's another one. We'll go look at that one. So it's going to have that label right there. RRL, Ralph Lauren. It's like it's a lot of denim, a lot of country wear. Double RL is what we call it. And their stuff sells for a ton of money. So like Ralph Lauren, you have Polo Ralph Lauren, Purple Label Ralph Lauren, Black Label, Denim and Supply, all those. Double RL is one of them too. A reseller could survive on Ralph Lauren alone. I mean, you know me, I basically do. You know me. Incotex. Incotex is I actually sold 2. Incotex is usually they make pants, Incotex pants. Really, the retail is really high. The resale is not that great. These sold for $24.99. I bet these were over $100 easy. Over $100 easy. Retail. Let's see. What is the question here? Main page shows how many you have listed next to the sold. Do you let the sold number grow, or do you remove them as you complete them? No, I let the sold number grow. So like on my eBay page, like this page right here, like active, and sold is, so active, 893, orders 669, unsold 2,800 because I have Nifty delisting and relisting. So my store is actually almost 100% sell-through rate, that's pretty good. Let me go back to these Incotex pants. Make sure they're going to the right person. Incotex. A lot of times you'll find them in linen, and those are a pickup. Those are a pickup. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. I watch a live on shipping. Can you tell me if jeans still go in a padded envelope? The $10 shipping up is how. Okay, so good question. Since I changed my shipping policies, a lot of my jeans now I'm doing in my $10 flat rate shipping, unless they're a really high end pair of jeans. So I used to do all my jeans on eBay. Those BKE were in padded flat rate shipping. This is expensive for the buyer now. So what I've been doing recently is 2 pounds, 8 ounces, or 2 pounds for jeans. And I do them $10 flat rate, which is my higher flat rate. I have a $7 flat rate and a $10 flat rate. And I do the jeans in a $10 flat rate. Saw you rolling in the saw you in the rollie and the hot wife in Vegas. Hey, I mean, I tried to ball in Vegas. I tried to ball out, but I just didn't gamble. I didn't gamble. Was Brooke Shields 12 when she was doing those videos? Yeah, I don't know. That's before my time. That's why I don't know how to pronounce Jordachi, because it wasn't a thing growing up. I had Jikos. Is corduroy sports jackets, blazers a good pickup? Yes. So Renee, Ralph Lauren blazers. Normally, I don't really pick them up unless they're a big size and a good blend, like silk linen with wool or whatever. But if I find a Ralph Lauren corduroy blazer with like the leather buttons, I pick those up for $7.99. Corduroy blazers usually do well. Corduroy sport coats, I guess we should say. Here's a Zegna shirt. I've had this for a long time. Zegna shirt, sold this for $22. $22.99 via promoted listings. Wait, you do not have to use eBay shipping? No. If you want to, well, I use eBay shipping. I only use eBay shipping. Everything you see here is eBay shipping. You can use pirate ship, but I changed my shipping recently from calculated shipping to flat rate shipping because shipping has gotten really, they're charging the buyers so much money. USPS is. So I do flat rate shipping and I'm still making a few bucks off of the shipping. So the person's paying less money and I'm making a few bucks shipping it from my house. Next item is I did. Here's a double RL right here. So double RL. That's what you're going to look for. Double RL Ralph Lauren. So it's not going to say polo on there because it's not polo. It's double RL Ralph Lauren. This is like a painter's jacket, like a denim painter's jacket. It's sold for $150. $150. You gave your money to the Backstreet Boys. Listen, Dora, she bought the Backstreet Boy tickets, but I would go back and spend my own money again. It was so good. I've never seen double RL before. This is it. This is for you. That's why you come this in Kotex. In Kotex. Put there you go. In Kotex. This is going out. I'm pretty sure I did padded flat rate. Yeah. So when it's a more expensive item like this, I usually do padded flat rate because the buyer's not really too concerned about shit. You know, when they're paying $150 for a shirt type of deal, I want to make sure it doesn't get hurt. So these padded flat rates have that little bit of what do you call it? Bubble wrap inside of it. So odd how Ralph Lauren has my best sold brand, but I'll leave most of it behind. I know, right? There's a lot out there. So that sold for $150. And then the next item, really good pair of Ralph Lauren. These are polo Ralph Lauren. Really, really cool pair. These are like gents pants, okay? So unique. They have this front little pocket right here. You can see the front pocket. There are these pinstripes. And they're a linen cotton blend. The only problem with these is there is a huge, it honestly looks like a pee stain. There's a huge stain on these. So I sold them for $89. I would have probably been at more like $120 on these. But these sold for $89.99 full asking price on eBay. Made in Italy. Really good polo Ralph Lauren. I meant on Nifty. On the main Nifty page, listing and sold. The main Nifty page. Do I take off the listing and sold on the main Nifty page? So like here, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if I'm with you on that one. I do need to sync this. Let's sync that up, and we'll wait for it. We'll wait for it. Okay. You don't put in clear bag first when it's that expensive? I don't, Amazing Annie. I don't. It's just going in that, and we're not going to have any issues. That's what we're not going to have a single issue. This should be going to Pascal. These are $89.99. Really good pair of Ralph Lauren. I actually tried them on, and they fit me. I just couldn't see myself wearing them in a situation, and they were $90. So that's good money to me. I did not want to keep them. There those go. With the stain on them, they still sold. Yes, because those are very rare. Though you're not going to see a pair like that. Like you could probably go on eBay right now and not see a pair like that. They're pinstripe linen and cotton blend. Those are from like the 90s. The guy I bought them from. Really rare pair of Polo Ralph Lauren pants with the stain on them. Oh, Brooke Shields got a ton of Calvin Klein and got a ton of slack because they implying she was not wearing underwear. I mean, you know, Elvis got a lot of slack because he was shaking his hips back in the day, you know? That was provocative. They didn't like that. My grandma did not like that. I mean, that was bad. You can only film them from the waist up because those hips are moving. Do I promote every item? I do. I do. You don't have to, but it's for me, I just promote my entire store. It's just easy. What I used to do is only promote certain categories that the items are very flooded in the market. So those Polo Ralph Lauren pants, I would not have promoted those. That double RL jacket, I would not have promoted those. Nothing comes between me and my Calvin. Yep, that's the saying. This is a good little sale. Goon Squad. I thought this would be worth more money, but it's not. Probably because the movie really wasn't that big of a hit. But this is a LeBron James Nike jersey, the Goon Squad. It's the second Space Jam that was made. This is only $3.99. It sold for $29.99. Again, you guys know it. I'm going to buy it. Clothing, men's clothing, I'm going to buy it. What's going on from Disney World? You're Annabelle, you're at Disney World? What's going on? What's going on is get out of here. Go enjoy Disney World. Get out of here. What time is it? 10? Fireworks are probably all over by now, aren't they? Yeah. Probably chilling now. Or you're on the bus ride, probably half asleep, back to your hotel. I couldn't even make it through that movie. Just saying. Blended. Do you see all that? Do you see all that I'm selling? Do you ever sell Trump brand shirts? I picked up 2. Not sure. I should have listened now or hold off. So yes, I've sold one time in Chicago. I found like 3 or 4 Trump shirts in a row, bought them all. They all sold pretty quick. I don't think I found any Trump shirts since then, but I do find Trump ties and I sell the ties. They're like $1.99 and they sell for me for like 18 to 20 bucks for a Trump tie, depending on the color. But love you in Disney World. Plan on going to see the Eagles at the Sphere. I've heard really good things about the Eagles at the Sphere. Yeah, I've heard really good things. Yeah. Eagles at the Sphere I heard was great. Would 4 to 5 long sleeve Brooks Brothers that have no embroidery, just dress shirts, blanks be worth it to pick up at $6 each? I mean, if they're all the same size and you could get 4 or 5, you could lot those together. I would lot those together and price them at $12 each. So however many you get, I'd price them at $12 each in a lot. So you could like double your money. But $6 each without a logo, it's up to you. If they're white shirts, maybe. These are Ariat jeans. Ariat jeans are better than BKE in my opinion. Ariat jeans sell like really quickly for me. Really quick. These sold super fast. And these sold for $32.99, and they are going in a padded flat rate envelope. So I did have those going in padded flat rate. Surfs has sold Trump's used the pins. Listen, you know what I do have? I think I've told it. I think I have a vice presidential tie. by the way. Speaking of Trump, it was Mike Pence's tie because he lives near me, or he lived near me. How do you describe the P stain on the listing? I don't know. I just put stain. I made sure I marked it on there. Yeah, yours is 1,031 listed and 4,000 sold. I was wondering if you ever purge your sold listings on Nifty. Nope, I don't. I just focus on listing stuff and sourcing stuff, listing it at the right price. Actually, the person Kathy, the person I did my presentation with, she runs an eBay circle in Manhattan, so she knows, she's in with the eBay people. She knows all about it. What we talked about a lot was how, and it's no fault to everyone. You know, everyone wants to make sure they're doing it right. But we talked about how people really overthink things on eBay. Not saying that you are, but like with titles and item specifics and pictures and stuff, a lot of times people really overthink things. It could save them a lot of time. List double. Give more time to your family, whatever you need. Save some time. There you go, yellow flips. Ralph Lauren from Italy is a certain set of people who collect polo. Yep. Where can I watch your eBay open segment? If you go to, all right, I have 25 items I need to cross list, by the way. YouTube. Let's go to eBay. eBay. Right here, eBay. Go to their.
We're scrapping a bit today. There's only one way to get into the Chicago National, Larry Holder, with the.
Let's see, is it here? I posted it to my Facebook page, so go to my Facebook page. I posted it on my Facebook page. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to find. They won't let me put it on my Facebook. I mean, on my YouTube. Do you know? No, I did not know that about. I did not know that about Ariat short. It's short for no. I did not know that. What's up, Ethan? Ethan, I've been selling so much double RL. Also, I kept some double RL too. Ethan, do you ever keep any of the double RL that you buy? I have like 5 shirts now. Bro, your house is like a museum. I'm surprised you weren't a history teacher. I love history. Love history. Yeah, and again, I used to deal with the antiques collectibles, and I'd always keep the best. So I'd always keep the best. I'd have everything paid for the best. I'd always keep the best stuff. This is a Kju's quarter zip. Kju's quarter zip. Bought these for $40 a piece. I sold this for $85. Online arbitrage on this. $85. Make sure it's going to Aaron. It is. 14 years ago today, according to my memories, I was at Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block concert. Let's go. I have one of my best teacher friends is a huge New Kids on the Block fan. Loves New Kids on the Block. Yep. That's awesome, though. My wife went to a Backstreet Boys concert in like 2022, maybe. Never sell the jewels, darling. What's that from? What's that from? Where does Ralph Lauren fall in the Ralph Lauren food chain? At the bottom, Suzanne. At the bottom. Right above Chaps. Ralph Lauren is about at the bottom. But there still can be good pieces within the women's line, like leather pieces, equestrian pieces, stuff like that. But it's kind of at the bottom. Here's another pair of those Incotex pants. Incotex pants. Let me see if I have a better. Yeah. A lot of times you'll see it right here. Incotex pants. These are kind of neat. They have a button fly. These sold for $45. Took a best offer of $45 on these. They're going out ground. Above Polo Sport usually. Polo Sport used to be the ish. When I first started reselling, a lot of Polo Sport could do well. Did you put new listings on Nifty first? No. So I'll show you. You got a Bucky shirt. Must have got it from Kaylee. What's up, Faith? Faith from Calhoun Bucky's. Nope. I have like 2 Bucky's nighttime shirts, and I have a Bucky's hoodie. 2 Bucky's hoodies that I wear at night. Just what I do. Okay. So going back over to Nifty. Oh shoot, I got out of there. Okay, we'll go back over here. What I do is I list all my items on eBay, and then you saw me hit the resync, and I sync them all into Nifty. So I sync all my items from eBay into Nifty. Is what I do. Yeah, the Hulkster shirt. So like this double RL shirt, I'll just cross it over like that. Done. That's it. If you have any questions about that, I can answer them. What do jeans usually sell for? So I only buy a few different kind of AG jeans. I don't buy any women's anymore, and you really need to look out for them being hemmed too short. AG jeans are notorious for being hemmed really short. So here's a pair of like green AG pants. These are the Graduate. So just make sure you always check to make sure they're not too short. But I buy 4 types: the Graduate, the Tellus, the Ives, and the Graduate, Tellus, Ives, Graduate, Tellus, Ives, and another one. Not Protege. I don't buy Protege. But depending on if they're like a dark wash, good condition, you can get $32 or so out of them plus shipping. It's so sick. People just using people for money. Usually are these people hemming to 27. I know, right, Lexington? I know. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. Anthony, everyone follow A. Harvey, my brother-in-law. Coach. What's up, Coach? My brother-in-law, for real, though, that's on here. Anthony Harvey, he always comes in just to give me trouble. He is the one that helped me build my truck, my surf truck. He's like a guru when it comes to cars, and he would just tell me like, you need to hook that up to that, and then walk away, and then he'd be like, you need to clean all that up. Might take you an hour, but clean it all up. Tell me when you're done. I'll come back and tell you what to do the next thing. But he helped me build my truck. Do you? Best concert I've been to, Paul McCartney at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Box seats and sat next to George Harrison's roadie. Let's go. So much fun. Can you believe Paul McCartney's still going at it? Isn't that crazy? What's up, BR Selling? I'm pregnant and a child's yours. Best be playing for childcare. Hey, if the child, there's no way, if you're pregnant, there's no way the child's mine. No way. Snip, snip. Sorry. They can't pin that one on me. Plus, I don't do that. Shelby, if you're watching, I don't do that. Can you describe the process on deciding price? Middle of the road, higher, lower, and basically the strategy? Yeah. So when I price my items, I really try. I know it sounds obvious, but I really focus on buying my items cheap. And then if my buy cost can be cheaper than most people's, I like to price at the lower end of the market. I like to be competitive when it comes to my items, especially if it's a very, very highly populated brand or item. For example, Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt. There are thousands of them on eBay. I'm going to price that to lower end of the market, and I am taking a good cover photo, and I'm also gonna sell that promote a listing. All right. Visit some of your indie stores last weekend. Came in from Chicago. Let's go. I'm ready to come back to Chicago. How's Chicago going? All right. Next item. So these are 511 or 501s, 501.93. So these have the big E. They're a throwback. You can buy these right now at like places like Ross. These are a throwback to the old 501s. 501s are like the original OG Levi's jeans. button fly. These sold for $19.99. I bought these in a bulk buy. I think I paid about $3 for these because I didn't even really want to buy them. I'm like, I'll spend $3 for them. These are going out ground. Do you ever give free shipping on new items? Nope, I don't do free shipping unless it's on something that's very expensive. Usually like a nice watch or an antique or something like that. I don't do free shipping on like any clothes, really. I do buyer pay shipping. Now that I'm back from Florida, I've got to get listing all my finds. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you got all those finds with K-Way. Hopefully you didn't steal too many from you. I've been able to find double RL recently. I think I haven't been able to find. I think I have 0 listed at the moment, which is crazy. Ethan, I know. Yeah, but I go through the, like, I don't think I found double RL in a thrift store. And Ethan, like, I wouldn't be surprised like a year or maybe even longer. Double RL in a thrift store. I'm dry with double RL. I find purple label more than double RL for sure. Are you using an iPad or laptop to show the data you're sharing? Any difference in helping being efficient? So I'm showing the data I'm showing you right now is on my desktop, on my laptop. So like all this is on my desktop. My iPad I have right here with TikTok on it. Let's go to the next item right quick. Okay, next item. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, 2XLT. I think this had stains on it. Pretty sure it did. 2XLT. I feel like it had pink stains. Yeah, there's a yellow stain. Has a yellow stain on it right there. You can't see it over there on Facebook. Yellow stain. Double RL. I mean, not double RL. Polo Ralph Lauren. Nice chest hit. Nice corduroy collar, but had stains on it, which sucked. But I still bought it with stains. Just one of those items that is still going to sell. Sold for $25.99. So keep that in mind. Chicago is great. Easy to find good stuff. That's what I do like about Chicago. I think I thrifted there about 5 times. Like really thrifted, like full day thrifts. And you just find prices might be a little bit more expensive, but you're going to find good brands in Chicago. I found some really good items in Chicago, clothing-wise. Clothing-wise. So there's a couple items that I've sold that were stained that still sold. PHX? What's PHX? Are you, let's see. I have a new with Tag shirt from Retail Arbitrage, but Tag has manufacture date 2023. Would you show that in the pictures? I feel like that would discourage people from buying it if it's older. Honestly, I would not. I would show it. I would show it in the pictures. It's new with Tags. I don't think they'll care too much. Usually, like if you go to TJ Maxx or Marshalls, and if you look at when those items were made, they're usually made a year or two ago. So I would show it. I don't think it would discourage anybody. They just want it because it's new, more than likely. It's never been worn. And they like the shirt or whatever you have. So I think you're fine. I would definitely show it. Do you think listing on eBay helps with metrics versus Nifty's bulk generate feature? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't have an opinion on that. All I know is if you're listing good items with good titles, good pictures, and at a good price, you're going to get sales. That's what I know. I don't know how much I believe in eBay algorithms and stuff like that. I just know if you're listing good items, good pictures, good titles, good prices, you're going to get sales. These are Lee, made in the USA, Storm Riders, old stock, new old stock. These sold, actually, these are not next. What sold next was a William Murray shirt. William Murray, $20 online arbitrage, sold for $37.99 on eBay. William Murray does not bring as much as it used to a few years ago, but it still sells pretty well. $37.99. So I will take that. Put that in here. Make sure it's going to Sunny. How about that? I like that. Sunny. That's Sunny. All right. I sold a cider sweater for $25. I was a little shook at since it isn't a good resale brand. I guess style surpasses brand sometimes. Yeah, for sure, Dora. And I would see something like that selling on Depop too. Depop, a lot of stuff sells for style. What's up, Joseph? I just want to share. I picked up I don't even know how to pronounce that, with zipper under 2 buttons. One is Western style. Let's go. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm guessing it's really, really good. It's one of those brands you can feel it, you look at it, and you're like, that's quality. You know, right away. Next item that sold is actually a brand I'm not really picking up anymore unless it's substantial. But you're seeing that I just sold it. I sold it for $17.99 and it sold via promoted listing. The brand is Carbon to Cobalt. Carbon to Cobalt. This is this screams fall, right? $17.99. I mean, it's up to you. If you can get it for a couple bucks, sell for $17.99, go for it. But I'm just not picking these up. It's not like this sold overnight. This took a little while to sell. Those are $100 shirts on their website. Which one? Which one? What's up, Kings? What's up, Kings? I saw you and your son doing lots of fun stuff in the city. That looked fun. Yeah. Kings, you need to go to eBay Open. I think you would have a freaking blast. I know you hold your seller circles out there, but I think you would have a blast at Open, talking to everybody, because you're social when it comes to reselling for sure. I've sold the same shirt, same price, $17.99 for that. I think I actually have another one just like it for the same price. This is a Robert Talbot, but it was new with tags. Not usually a brand I look out for, but it was new with tags and it had this paisley print. So I listed it at $40 and it sold. $40 for a Robert Talbot tie. I'll take it. Amazing time in New York City. They invited me to speak. Had Maximilian couldn't go. Oh, there you go. I get it. Family first. Family first. I used to, the Carbon and Cobalt, you used to buy them for your ex. They were really popular from what? The like mid 2000s, late 2000s to like probably 2018, something like that, 19. Really good high-end brand. Really good high-end brand. Next item is a pair of golf Under Armour shorts. These are your match play shorts. They have the stretchy waistband. Golf stuff sells year-round, as you guys know. $19.99 is my new price on these. I had them at $23.99 for years. They were selling, and then all of a sudden they stopped selling at $23.99. So I had to go in and adjust my prices on all of them. $19.99 is what they sell for. Next year, eBay Open, I'll be on main stage. That's my goal. Proud of you. Hey, get on that main stage, Kings. Hopefully I'll be there watching you. Hopefully I'll be there watching you. It was cool shaking hands with an S&P 500 CEO. I've never done that before. Never done that before. That was pretty cool. Come on in. 20 minutes? Oh, it's turning on. Hold on, everybody. My wife's going to talk to you.
No, I want to go take.
You're going to talk to everybody.
Come on. I just need you to turn on the thing for the shower.
Remember that little Willow puppy? She's not a puppy anymore. Okay, I'll turn it on.
Sorry.
You're good. I got you.
Thank you.
All right, back at it. So, the story behind that, I'll tell you in a second. Is there particular order steps you use? Pics, measurements, description, lists on eBay store, looking to be as efficient as possible. So what I do, this is just what I do, right? So everyone's different, and there's a million people probably more efficient than me. I get my item, I take my photos. Shirts, polo shirts, I'll take 5 or 6 photos, maybe 7, but usually 5 or 6. Put my measurements in the photos. I don't put my measurements in the listing and the descriptions and the item specifics are in the photos. That saves me a lot of time. And then I do all my photos together, and then I go and list later on from my phone. Is it just me, or is this month the lowest in sales all year? For me on eBay, it's not been the lowest. That was a soft coat and Wheaton Terrier was that dog. Train just got Providence, Rhode Island. Went back to Boston. Wants to be in Boston so bad. Have you heard of the eBay shadow banning? I used to do decent amount of sales on eBay, and now it is low. I don't think so. Maybe if you're below standard, you could get shadow banned if you're below standard on eBay. So you got to look at your rating. But the deal with that is, I talked about it earlier in my live. You can always rewatch this later on YouTube or Facebook. It'll be saved. But our water heater went out last Thursday. So it's either take cold showers or go to the pool and take a shower at the pool, which I did earlier tonight. And she's going to go take a cold shower. But for the water pressure to turn on, I have to turn the water heater back on, but it leaks. So she'll take a shower. And then once it's done, I'll turn the water heater back off. They're coming Tuesday, and I'm putting in a tankless water heater. So that's where all my money is going. The best way to beat the algorithm is to list great items and promote good items. There's no hacks or tricks. I agree with it. And after being open, I really do agree with that. I like talking to people at eBay. They never talked about algorithms or anything like that. It's just listing good items, good prices, having better pictures than other people, having better prices than other people, having a searchable description, a searchable title, those sorts of things. This is an OSU, Ohio State University denim hat. Kind of bought it on a whim because it's college season, and it only sold for $9.99. So it wasn't the best buy, but it's a vintage denim hat. I thought it'd be all right. Oh, I have a tankless in the new house. I wish I had my gas water heater. Tracy, the problem is in our house, our water heaters last 5 years. We've had 3 of them. 3 of them. They last 5 years in our house. And I'm tired of it. So I got it tankless. It's going to be gas, but it's going to be tankless. I found a Hiroshi Kato shirt. Knew nothing about. They sell well. Yes, Brad. I found a pair of that brand jeans in Chicago. Really good brand of jeans. Where is eBay open next year? I don't know if they've announced that yet. Do you recommend accepting offers for low cost items, selling or no? So what I do with all my items that are about $20 or $30 or less, I don't do best offer. I price it the most competitively I can, the least I can take on the item, and I don't allow best offer on those items. Nifty will send out an offer on those, but I don't allow best offer on those items. If it's above 30, higher end items, I have more wiggle room, I'll do best offer. In the middle of the shower, our tankless goes ice cold for maybe 1 minute. Ooh, I don't want that. When did you get yours, Tracy? From the people I talked to, they said they have like endless hot water. They could leave their hot water on for days and it just is always hot. What's up, Kim? Thanks for popping in. I know I'm not going to be live tomorrow morning like usual, guys. That's why I'm doing this tonight. Under our Lululemon, what am I talking about? Lululemon long sleeve men's shirt sold for $15.29. That was a Nifty sale. Lululemon's just not hitting like it once was, which is good for me because it's my favorite workout brand, so I don't have to pay as much. I'm not trying to diss anyone, but we have to humble ourselves. Most of us are men or women selling used items out of our house. We aren't important enough for eBay to single out. Ban or hide our items. Yeah, I agree, Nick. Yeah, like humble ourselves. Like eBay, people at eBay aren't going in there looking to shadow ban like little people like us selling used stuff out of our closets. They want, to be honest, eBay wants as many sales as they can in a day. So they're not going to shadow ban anybody. They want your item to sell because they make money off your sale. They want your item to sell. If your item doesn't sell, they're not making money. What's up, Ricardo? Oh, you're at work, so this will help pass time. I got you. Well, this will put you to sleep because, you know, there's nothing special. But Polo Ralph Lauren long sleeve shirt, you guys know the deal with these. And you see I fold them inwards when I ship them so the buttons don't get hurt. $19.99, sold via promoted listing. Just moved into our newer house that has it. Oh, okay. So you don't know exactly. If it's a newer house, you'll know. Maybe they got it sooner or later. I don't know. Trust me, it was a decision I had to make. Like, I had to think about what I wanted to do. But I'm just tired of replacing it every 5 years. And I could do it myself, but I'm over it. Kju's, a Kju's used shirt. So I've sold a couple of these retail arbitrage tonight, over the weekend. This sold for $21.59. That's a Nifty sale. So Nifty sale on offer and someone accepted it. Buc-ee's! I know. Buc-ee's not the best ever. Buc-ee's is the best. Ask my wife. She will not say that. Because every time we pass a Buc-ee's driving to Florida, she's like, I just want to go. I don't want to stop a whole bunch of times. I just want to get there. I'm like, Buc-ee's? We got to stop. And of course, the kids are like, Mom, Buc-ee's. And then like another 100 miles. It's another Buc-ee's. Look, Shelby's right there. Done. You can turn it off now. Okay. Shelby, what do you feel about Buc-ee's? What do you think about Buc-ee's? Don't you love when I want to stop at Buc-ee's all the time? Let me go shut that water off real quick. Hold on. Willow. She's so fierce. Okay. What's up, Chef? You have so many sales. This weekend did great. Look, Shelby, love it, but hate stopping when I'm in my zone. Exactly. See? My wife is on here TikTok. She loves Buc-ee's, but hates stopping when she's in her zone because she wants to just get there. She just wants to get there. Oregon, perfect college again. Oregon polo shirt. Perfect sale for this time of year. This next one I've been trying to sell for like 3 years now. It finally sold. I just bought the lights you recommend. How bright do you have them set to? Good question. I'll tell you. Make sure this one's going to the right person. Michael. Okay. Okay, so these are the lights I use. They're the bomb. I have it set to so it's at letter E. You can rewatch this later. I have it at letter E, 100%, 5900K. So I guess that's lumen, right? 5900 lumen, 100% at letter E. And that gives me the best light. So that light is awesome. Those lights are also on Surf's Up Finds in my link tree. You go to Surf's Up Finds, go to Amazon products I use. Those are the best lights. Trust me. I bought like $100 lights. They sucked, and I gave them to a friend. The brisket sandwich at Buc-ee's is so good. That's what I'm saying. Brisket sandwich and a banana pudding. So good. Oh, we're getting a Buc-ee's like 15 minutes away. Lucky. What the freaking heck? Where do you live? I found a grill today. Freaking sick looking Robert Graham. Let's go. Robert Graham's still a thing. In Vegas, they had Robert Graham stores with just the most beautiful patterns. Just search your pick of the cameras for the slant board picks. You have a recessed light above. Is it necessary to have the light above? So I have these two lights, and then I have a light above that's just part of my ceiling, like a can light. But it might be necessary to have another light above. It just depends on how your pictures come out. You're welcome. All right, here are those Leap jeans. These sold for $27.99, so not as much as you would think. And these are going out ground. Flat rate, $10 is what I charge the person now. Flat rate, $10. Pulled pork is better. Listen, if I go to a barbecue place, pulled pork Pulled pork is what I get. I like pulled pork better than brisket. Brisket's too fatty for me. But at Buc-ee's, the sandwiches at Buc-ee's, brisket. Brisket sandwiches at Buc-ee's. You can hate me. You can hate me all you want. Brisket sandwiches at Buc-ee's. This. Look out for these. These are good money. This is the only one I've ever found. Only one I've ever found. I've had it for a long time. I don't know. It sold for $40. It took a best offer for $40. But this is a Rain Spooner Christmas shirt. They used to sell for a lot more. And every year they come out with every year they used to come out with a new one. And it would be just to that year. So this is 1988. So 1988 Rain Spooner Christmas shirt. Christmas in July type of deal. Sold for $40. Sorry, I didn't get more for it. Pulled pork sandwich with coleslaw is amazing. Pulled pork is my favorite. I like making pulled pork too. But at Buc-ee's is different. But yeah, pulled pork's my favorite. What is a good label printer? Luckily, right now, there are a lot of good ones for not a lot of money. There's one on my link tree that's IDPRT. It's got like tons of good reviews. People love it. And it's less than $100. It's in my link tree under my things I use at Amazon. The one I have is a dinosaur. It cost me like $350. Nowadays, it'd be $100. Rollo makes really good ones, but they're more expensive if you're paying up. What I would do is just maybe go to YouTube and say best thermal printer for the price. You can get them for under $100. I'm going to do a 2 a.m. brisket run just to say I did it. Hell yeah, you should. Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Any recommendations for the above life would be needed for your lights to use? I don't know. I can't give you a recommendation because I just use my can light above. So I don't know what I would use. Maybe just a clip light that clips to the board and hangs over, maybe something like that. We grab Cobb salads for the beach day after traveling. From there, I love Cobb salad. That's a good idea too. From there, I'd be all about that. All right, let's do Depop. Let's do Depop. No, I don't have any Depop. No Depop sales. Mercari. Brooks Brothers Mercari sale with the little hit on the chest. Brooks Brothers Mercari with the hit on the chest. A size large. It sold for $19.80. That was also a Nifty sale. Brother has the best thermal printer. So Face said Brothers had the best thermal printer. North Carolina, Burlington, North Carolina. Okay. I feel like they just won't come far enough north. And I'm not that north. I'm in Indiana. We just need a Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's. Come on. We need a Buc-ee's here. But then would it have the same like nostalgia? I think it would for me. I don't think I would care if we had one close by. I think I'd still go all the time. Where do you find all your clothes? Do you mostly do arbitrage? No, most of my clothing comes from thrift stores. Like 95, 96, 97% of my clothing comes from thrift stores. Probably more than all what I just said. These came from a garage sale. Normally, I would not buy these at a thrift store. These are Sperry duck boots. They look a lot like the duck boots you would see from LL Bean, but these are the Sperry ones. And all of the ladies' shoes were $2 a piece. So I bought these knowing I could just price them at the low end of the market. These sold for $22, low end of the market. And they're going to go in a box for Amy D. A 12 by 12 by 12, I think, box. 10 cube, 10-inch cube. You say it Ren, like Ren Spinner, like Reynolds. Yeah, I don't know. I see, Amy D, I know you're still in here. I don't know. You guys know I can't pronounce it. I just know how to find it. I know how to post it. K-Way Shop mentioned he was stopping all Goodwill and whatnot shows and listing exclusively on Mercari. Do you think that's a good idea? K-Way's always giving shady advice. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't trust the thing that dude says. But if you guys want to watch K-Way Shop, and list everything on Mercari, go for it. Go for it. Also, did you see that letter he sent to himself? Did you guys see that letter he sent to himself? That was cute. Oh, here he is. Okay, wait. 24-hour live? Maybe. Just keep bringing the sales in. That's what we do. We sell stuff over here. K-Way Shop. That's what we do over here. Just perfect timing. How about that? Perfect timing. Okay. Those duck shoes scream the 80s. I know, right? But they're coming back. Everyone still wears those. Like East Coast, Maine, all up there. The LL Bean duck boots, still a thing. So these are going out UPS. I don't know why. Mercari sale, UPS, whatever. So I need to put that to the side so I don't forget. What's up, little Denny? Long time no talk to. I do follow you though on Instagram, so I do see you around town at the conventions. All right, Poshmark, guys. Poshmark. Since K-Way's here, just for him, the GOAT sold because he is the GOAT. And Colts jerseys sell well, especially when it's Peyton Manning. This one sold for $20 on Poshmark. $20 on Poshmark, Peyton Manning. There we go. This is going out in a Tyvek envelope. So everything from now on is a Poshmark sale. They're all going out priority. Yep, I do. Little Denny, I do see you. Doing the cosplay. If you've been here since the beginning, you deserve an award for watching this guy that long. You've been in here since the beginning. If you won an award, would that be the first award you've ever won? If you won an award, would it be? Would it be? I also got to meet Ethan Banks while thrifting with K-Way. Isn't Ethan? Ethan's a super nice guy. Ethan's a super nice guy. K-Way Shop goals? What? K-Way Shop goals as in like, you want to be like that guy? Kelly, take the blinders off. It's not real. It's not real. This is a real retail arbitrage piece. The brand is IB Cool. Definitely a good brand to be on the lookout for in this type of model. So you have your like vintage sleeves underneath. The brighter, the better. Almost like a Lily Pulitzer. These are like good for tennis, pickleball, golf. This sold for $30 something or $40 on Poshmark. I forget. This is the last thing I pulled. Go Chiefs. Who them Colts? Listen, I hope the Colts suck this year because I want to get Arch Manning. Have I been picking up Western stuff? Only when I can, Lil Denny. Only when I can. You follow me on Instagram. You see what I get. This should have gone in a priority. I'll put it in a priority. Is there an easy way to promote my items on eBay, or do I have to do each at one select each percent at a time? There is an easy way. Can you get on Facebook or YouTube right now? Can you get on Facebook or YouTube right now and watch me, and I'll show you exactly how you do it very quickly. I love those IB Cool tops. They do sell. Amy D, they sell so well. This one was new, but if you can get them used, they still sell well. Those are really great sellers. Boom. Boom. What's up, Big E? You're not dreaming. It's me. When's the whatnot? I'm working on it. I'm actually going thrifting. I heard there's some women's clothing going to be put out somewhere in town. I'll hopefully get on that this week. And hopefully getting quite a bit of women's clothing. And then hopefully doing a whatnot here early on. $1 start, sudden death. Manning is my favorite player ever. Me too. He's the best player. He changed the game. He's the GOAT. And it's really sad not to have him around anymore. Someone block him. Block him. What's up, Big E? Big E, I see you on posting stuff here and there, tagging me. I appreciate it. These are 511 tactical pants. I've never found this style before. These are a stretchy nylon polyester blend with 2 zip cargo pockets. Super easy to find the model on 511. There's a 5-digit code starting with a 7. You just type 511 and then that 5-digit code in on eBay, and you find your exact model. These sold for $19 on Poshmark. Easy peasy. Since you're promoting at 9%, are you adjusting your price in any way? I'm not. I'm not adjusting my price in any way. I promote at 9% and I do not adjust my price. Nope. I do not promote on Poshmark, but I do boost my sales on Depop, and you can tell it's really helped. I had 0 Depop sales over the weekend by doing the boosting at 8%. But I don't promote on Poshmark. These are men's Lululemon pants, size 35. These sold for $22. The reason being is they were cut really short. So these are shorter Lululemon pants. Again, you got to check that length, guys. The shorter is not good, right, Amy D? You find short, it's not good. You got to give the people what they want. Make sure I got that. All right, that's going out priority because it's on Poshmark. I paid $5. It sold for $22. I'm good with that. No big deal. No big deal. It has been almost a 2-hour live, but hey, I can't go live tomorrow morning. Okay, next item. I will say that one for last. Another Kju's retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. Kju's quarter zip. This sold for I don't know. I don't know how much this sold for. I don't know how much this sold for. I didn't write it down. The last one I sold for was $80-something though. Shorties need love too. I know. Shorties need love too. When backing Posh, can you send them out in flat rate bubble poly? Yes. I'll do my next one that way. Yep. Good question. When you're packing Poshmark sales, so if you haven't started cross-listing over to Poshmark yet, Poshmark is super easy when it comes to shipping. Everything on Poshmark can just go out priority. So this is a Tyvek envelope. My next item is a purple label polo shirt, and I'm going to put it in a padded flat rate envelope. Like you said, the bubbly envelope. You can put it in this and ship it, no problem. The reason, though, this sold for $25. Again, this came from a bulk buy, and it had really bad yellowing around the collar. Probably can't see it. Really bad yellowing around the collar. I got about 10 Ralph Lauren purple labels. Paid about $25 or $30 a piece from them. This one sold for $25. The other ones have been selling for like $70. So I just didn't notice. I just bought them all together. So I really didn't make much money on this. It was more about the bulk buy deal. You're welcome. Charlene, you're welcome. This has been helpful. You're welcome. And you can always rewatch these later. If you don't catch me live, you can rewatch these later on YouTube or on Facebook. Kelly, don't watch him anymore. Don't watch him anymore. If you didn't know it, his wife does all the work. He just does all the talking. He does all the talking. That's it, everybody. It's 11 o'clock. I appreciate you guys all coming in. Sorry, I'm not going live tomorrow morning. That's why we went live tonight. I will be live later this week. You guys all have a nice week thrifting, selling, all that stuff. When is the best time to post? Any time of day. Post your item whenever you have it ready to post. If it's midnight and you can't sleep, post that item. See you, Amy D. Yeah, post that item. All day, every day. That's what you got to do. All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a great one. Tracy, you've been here since the beginning, too. Have a good day. Yep, I'm going to have a good day with my dad tomorrow and the next day. So appreciate you.